Hey there you guys, Shaun Allen here. Welcome to this episode of Mealtime at Disneyland. Well, as you can probably guess, I'm not actually at Disneyland. I'm at home right now because I'm still waiting for my annual pass to get started. So I thought I'd take a little break from my regularly scheduled episodes of Mealtime at Disneyland and just do a little recap of some of the different episodes of Mealtime at Disneyland, specifically featuring my special souvenir like cups or buckets or whatever. A couple of these items were not actually featured in episodes of Mealtime at Disneyland, but pretty much all of the rest have been. I'm talking about these items up here on my shelf. Before I begin this episode, I just wanted to express my thankfulness to all of you guys because this series is the most popular on my channel. Ever since I first uploaded my first episode of Mealtime at Disneyland, it really has just skyrocketed. I mean, the series is getting like the most views out of my vlogs, my special events, my ride reviews. I think, yeah, my most popular video to date right now is from Mealtime at Disneyland. It's the Rainforest Cafe episode. It also has the most dislikes too, which is surprising, but I think I know the reason why. It's because I probably didn't show a whole lot of the food, just more of the restaurant, but I am planning a sequel at some point. I just look at all the views that are coming in to the channel, and pretty much all of the most popular videos are episodes of Mealtime at Disneyland. The Hungry Bear Restaurant, Flo's V8 Cafe, the Golden Horseshoe, you know, those type of videos. The Red Rockets Pizza Port, they're all getting so many views on my channel. It's overwhelming. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for just supporting the videos and specifically my channel. And if you guys have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I make new videos all the time on this channel. Sometimes I might miss like a week or so because I might be taking a break, or I might, you know, I'm working and I just don't have time to work on videos. But still, I literally do make a bunch of videos each week. Like usually it's twice a week, but I'm going to try to upload more videos as time goes along. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching these videos and just showing your support through the comments, the likes, and the subscriptions. It really does mean a lot to me. So, alright, now let's talk about these souvenir cups and popcorn buckets. So, the first item on my shelf here is this special souvenir cup. This is like your typical standard souvenir cup that you might see at the restaurants, and sometimes at the little stands. This is a special Cars Land souvenir cup, and this was actually featured in my very first episode of Mealtime at Disneyland when I was at the refreshment corner when I got, of course, the mac and cheese hot dog. That was good. Here's a little preview of what that episode was about. Alright you guys, so I got it. Here it is. The mac and cheese hot dog. Look, it's got bacon bits in it too. And bacon bits, and bacon bits, and more bacon. Epic mealtime. Mary Poppins is right over there. And of course, the day wouldn't be complete without a special Cars Land mug. First bite. Mmm. That is delicious. This is really nice. Only $5. The cups at Universal, I think, are like $9, $12, I don't know. But hey, I got an annual pass, and I got a discount on it. So, yes, on discounts. So if you want to see the full episode, click on the annotation just popped up on the screen, or wait for the installate. I'll have a special annotation box for the whole shelf, and there will be like a little box around this, so you can click on it. But, oh yeah, and also the link is down below in the description of this video if you can't see the annotations. So yeah, that is the special Cars Land souvenir cup. And now, we move on to this souvenir cup. Excuse me, Olaf, I gotta take this for just a minute. This is my special Fantasy Faire mug. This is the boys' version of the kids' mugs. There's actually a princess one that's gold. This is, I guess in a way, kind of like a beer mug in a way. There's Gaston there, and the Beast. And this wasn't featured in an episode of Mealtime at Disneyland. This was actually featured on the in the grand opening episode of Fantasy Faire. And here's just a preview of what happened in that video with this souvenir cup, or mug. Alright you guys, so I'm here at the Disneyland Faire, and right now I just purchased a Poison Apple Freeze. I haven't tried it yet, but you can get it in one of these souvenir cups. They have one for princesses as well, but this is for the guys. But anyways, we're going to try it out and see what it is. Here we go. Wow. That is unbelievable. It's a mixture of boysenberry, 100% apple, and mango, apparently. That's pretty good. Alright, moving on. Oh my gosh, another Olaf. This is from my Disney Infinity series. This is a special souvenir cup. This was featured in my Mealtime and Design episode, Soup in a Cup. This was when I got the potato cheese soup, and the soup was inside this mug. And this was during the Christmas season, and it was especially good because it was cold during that time, so the soup definitely warmed me up. And as you can see, Mickey Mouse is all in his Christmas gear. There's snow on the castle there, and gosh, Goofy looks like he's in trouble. Anyways, here's a preview of that episode. So there is the souvenir soup cup right there. Should be interesting.
Put a little cup holder on it
because
it is a bit hot.
Woo. Yeah,
really
definitely.
Nice out.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Enjoy.
Thank you. All right, so here it is. This is the what I call the soup in a cup edition of Mealtime at Disneyland. In here we have a cheesy potato soup with, of course, bacon bits. Whoa! Jeez. That was close. A duck almost smacked me in the face. Ooh, jeez. I hope I didn't cause something to break just there. Oh, wow, that looks pretty good. Ooh, it's a lot of steam coming out of it. Look how much condensation is on the top of the lid here. Or it's actually the underside of it, but yeah. It is steaming quite a bit, so I'm betting it's pretty hot. What's cool about this one is that it has a top that's the shape of Mickey Mouse's face, or head. That's kind of like my little hidden Mickey for my shelf. Alright, here's something that a lot of people really enjoy, and that is the Lone Ranger boot mug. Now, this mug is cool because this was actually a mug that I got after they had, like, literally started releasing the Lone Ranger on DVD and Blu-ray. So they were still selling this even after the movie came out. And I thought this was only for a limited time during when the movie was out in theaters, but they still had them. And I got this at the Golden Horseshoe. And here's a preview of that video. Alright, so I got the chicken breast nuggets with fries, and believe it or not, they are still selling the Lone Ranger boot mug. And I got some root beer, because, you know, you're in Frontierland, you gotta have root beer. You gotta speak really loud. First bite! Hot, 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 hot. I feel kind of strange drinking out of a boot, you know what I mean? One thing's for sure, luckily there isn't a snake in my boot. And just to let you know, there's no snake in this boot. What is in there? Oh, there's a leaf in here. Moving on, this is my largest cup, or souvenir cup, to date. This is the World of Color souvenir mug. And this is actually a very special one because it lights up. Don't believe me? 1 second. Uh-oh, I think the battery's dead. But anyways, yeah, it does light up. As you can see, it has AAA batteries down here on the bottom. Let me try again. Yep, the battery's died. Well, you can kind of see it in the preview in just a minute, but this is a special light-up souvenir cup that you can get. One of the places you can get these was at the Paradise Garden Grill, and here's a preview of that video. Alright, check that out. It looks awesome. This is supposed to be in honor of World of Color, as you can see. Look at this big Thunder Mountain. Dumbo, he's on there. There's Alice. Who else we got here? We got Mickey Mouse, Snow White, Beauty and the Beast, and the Cheshire Cat. World of Color. Now, technically, this is supposed to light up. Now, I don't know if it's going to light up when I use my wand, but we'll find out. But right now it looks like my drink is bubbling, so I better take my first sip from my cup. This is going to be kind of weird. First drink. It's probably better in the light, or in the dark. Now, here comes the big question. Will it light up with my wand? Let's find out, shall we? There it goes. Look at that. That is awesome. Look at that. So yeah, there they are. Big Thunder, Dumbo, Alice. Yeah, you saw them. I talked about them. And it's very expensive. Let's just put it that way. It was probably the most expensive souvenir cup to date. But it's very cool. It definitely looks like a special souvenir cup that, you know, should be on every collector's items shelf. It's very big too, so I gotta be especially careful with it. Now, moving on to the next souvenir cup. This is a very special one because it's one of 3 souvenir cups that's featured over in Cars Land. This is the Dinoco gasoline cup, or container. I keep saying cup, I meant to say container. So yes, this is the oil can that is, I believe, featured in Cars. As you can see, there's Dinoco. There's also a blue one that has a Stegosaurus. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was the green one. And the blue one featured a Tyrannosaurus Rex. So, yeah. This is the high-quality motor oil can from Dinoco. And it's really cool. This wasn't filled with oil. It was filled with root beer. And here's a preview of the episode that this was featured in. There they are. Those are the sippy cups right there. They're from Dinoco. You might recognize them from Toy Story and I think WALL-E. They are here in Cars Land. They just released them. They're replacing the cones that used to be here. They got a green one, a blue one, and a red one. The Brontosaurus, T-Rex, and Stegosaurus. So here you go. I got the red one because that's supposed to look like the original logo. And this is actually really nice. I really like it. It's supposed to look like a gasoline can. And I'm going to add this to my collection here, as you can see. This is a 60W motor oil. Don't worry, this is not filled with oil. This is filled with root beer. Oh, look who's coming. It's Mater.
Full of gas. Oops, excuse me.
Hey, Mater. Look who's coming now. It's Red. Well, I think he's leaving, so yeah, here he comes. Hey, Red! So I think Lightning McQueen will be coming in just a couple of minutes now.
I just topped off at Cafe.
And there's Lightning.
I am ready to race.
Now, moving on to this souvenir cup. This was actually supposed to be featured in an episode of Mealtime at Disneyland. However, I lost the footage. The problem is that the SD card that I plug into my GoPro broke in half. Now, normally what happens when I get home from Disneyland is that I would immediately upload my footage onto my computer. Well, that didn't happen because I probably was super tired and I crashed on my bed and I completely forgot about it. And within the next couple of days, I felt like, oh, hey, I should probably download my footage onto my computer. So I tried downloading it, and it said that there was an error on the SD card, and when I tried pulling it out, guess what happened? It broke in half in my hands. Unfortunately, the episode was lost, but I still have the souvenir cup. This is actually, I'll just go ahead and explain what this is. This is the a very special Disneyland Stein that is being featured during the 60th anniversary of Disneyland. It's not that expensive. It looks like it's made of glass. I thought it was made of glass, or like a very cheap, like clay. But it's actually made of plastic. The castle, it looks like it's made of metal, but it's not. It's actually plastic. You can actually squeeze it. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. As you can see on here, on the cup, very carefully here, you might notice that there's some attractions on here. You'll see right there, that is the Dumbo ride and Casey Jr. There's Mr. Toad's Wild Ride and the teacups. There's the Mark Twain. that is the Golden Horseshoe right there, and the teepees. These are actually featuring rides that have been around for a long time. Some of them, unfortunately, do not exist, like the teepees. Well, actually, when Star Wars Land comes in, those will be gone as well. Here's Adventureland, and as you can see, we got the hungry hippos going after the Jungle Cruise. There's the elephants there from the pool, the elephant pool. Moving on into Tomorrowland, we have the original, front entrance of Tomorrowland there with the special clock. There's the Moonliner and the rockets, and a very interesting attraction. What do you think that is right there? No, that isn't the submarine from Voyage Through Liquid Space. That is actually the Nautilus from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. That is very cool. Astro Orbiters, that's what they were called. Sorry, I forgot what it was for a second. But yes, that is the Nautilus from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And if you guys are big fans of the movie, they actually had a special little museum in Disneyland that featured a lot of the stuff and props and things from the movie. And there's actually an atom right here. You could probably guess that's like the Journey Through Inner Space, but there was a lot of talk about atoms at Disneyland, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh yes, and don't forget, we have the Disneyland 60th anniversary logo right there with Mickey Mouse faces there, or heads. Am I missing anything on here? I don't think I am. I think I got them all. So yeah, some of these are vintage, attractions on here. But yeah, it's a very cool Stein. I believe they're still selling them. I actually got this at the backstage door, I forget what it's called. It's the restaurant that's right next to Golden Horseshoe. Shaun, when you're editing this video, be sure to put down the right name for the restaurant. I got fish and chips at this particular restaurant, and I actually got this originally at the Riverbell Terrace, because I thought they were selling this at the restaurant where I got the fish and chips, but they didn't. They had sold out, but they actually had some at the Riverbell Terrace, so I was like, okay, I'll just get it there. Anyways, but still, it's a very, very cool piece to have, and it looks expensive. Not really, but it's a very cool piece, and I really, really do like this a lot. Oh, and by the way, yeah, that's where the drinks go in, right there. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright, now I do actually have a popcorn bucket here at my place that is very special. And you guys probably have seen it in one of my more recent episodes of Mealtime in Disneyland. That, of course, is the Cinderella popcorn bucket. I keep getting this messed up. It's the Cinderella Pumpkin Coach popcorn bucket. There we go. As you can see, this is it. It's very fragile, the wheels, I mean, because they're very skinny, and they shake a lot, so I wouldn't recommend putting a lot of weight on this. Also, I would also recommend that if you actually got one of these, I would probably use it once, but then after that, that's it. I would have this as a special collector's item and put it somewhere where it's safe and not going to get broken. The popcorn goes in the top here. They actually put the box in the top, like so. It's collecting dust, But, yeah, it's a big, big container. There we go. Oh, there's my receipt from when I got it. But yeah, this is really cool. I really like this a lot. I definitely wanted to get this because it was a collector's item. And here is a very special preview of the episode that this was featured in. You're not going to believe this, you guys. Even though they were advertising the popcorn buckets for the Cinderella, thing, they were out. So I had to go to the box. What a disappointment. So yeah, gonna work with this instead. Okay, you know what? This is ridiculous. You guys wanted to see the Cinderella popcorn bucket, right? So it's time to do a little Disney magic. So let me just get something very quickly here. Where is that thing? Oh wait, I put it away. Bibbity bobbity boo! Whoa! It worked! It actually did it! Look at that! It's the Cinderella coach! The popcorn bucket! That is so cool. I've been waiting to get this And let me just say, this thing is huge. Look at this. It's bigger than my hand. Where's that popcorn? There it is. Well, that is it for this episode of Mealtime in Disneyland, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, wait a second. I completely skipped one of the souvenir cups. Which one is it? Ooh, it's the Poison Apple Souvenir Cup. This was specifically being sold during Mickey's Not So Halloween party. The only problem is that I never actually got to go to Mickey's Not So Halloween party. Why? Well, you gotta find out for yourself by watching the video. So click the annotation just popped up on the screen and check it out. Yeah, no spoilers. Sorry. Okay, with that, that is the end of this episode of Mealtime in Disneyland. I hope you enjoyed watching this very special, recap of some of my favorite episodes of Mealtime in Disneyland, especially ones featuring the souvenir cups and popcorn bucket. I'm pretty sure I'll be getting more souvenir cups and, I don't know, maybe popcorn buckets in the future. You never know what's going to happen, so... On that note, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button, favorite the video, show your friends, and of course subscribe to my channel, the Disneyland Video Series. Don't forget to check out my other episodes of Mealtime at Disneyland, my vlogs, my special ride reviews, and of course the special events I've been to in the past and pretty soon in the future. Don't forget to also follow me on Twitter and on Facebook to find out when I'll be at Disneyland, and find out also when a new video will be up on YouTube. So, everybody, thanks a lot for watching. See you guys next time here on the Disneyland Video Series. Bye-bye!